Hey, good morning, my peeps, my peeps, my peeps. How are you this morning? I am up and thankful and in my right mind. Okay, I am going to go to work right now. I'm going to relieve the lady because I understand that there will be a thunderstorm. So I'm going to be considerate and go out early and give her a break to go home to her family. But on a whole, I had a wonderful weekend. My weekend was successful. I did what I had to do because I always put things into perspective. I always try to get things done out of the way. Fix it and forget it, right? Because you don't know what can happen tomorrow. So when opportunity come your way, you grasp the opportunity because life is such that you don't know what is around the corner. So I set myself a target. When I come to the States, I said, when it comes 5 years, I'm going to get my citizenship. And it's actually 5 years November gone. And it happened because I took advice from my daughter. Even though there are times when we don't get along, but she's wise. So she always tells me to do the right thing. And the first thing that she tells me when I got here was that, Mommy, pay your taxes, keep out of trouble, have good credit, and don't take any freeness from the government, because that will come against you when you're applying for your citizenship. I followed her instruction, and it worked. It worked for me because I had no issue. I cannot understand why people live here for like how many years and they are not become a citizen. Why? Because what? I am not going to go into no army. Me too old for going to army, right? So why not? Why not? And why not get the benefits? Yes, you can do, when you have a green card, you can do most of what American do, but you can't do everything. So if you want it all. You want to be able to do all. You want to be able to make a decision. You are able to vote. You have a voice. And I'm not going to go anywhere and don't have a voice, right? I remember the other day when my landlord wanted to increase the rent on me by $200, and I said, no, man, it's not. I can't afford it. At $200 is too much. So knowing me, I gathered all the tenants and I said, do you agree with all of this? And they said, no, me can't afford it, and I'm not going to pay it. I'm not going to pay it. And I'm saying that this is the man's business. It's his. You can't get up and say you're not paying it. And when I look at Florida law, it says that the landlord can increase his rent, to any amount that he wants to. So I just say, okay, then this is it. Just feed him some milk. And I said, I call him and I said, no, I know the place is yours, and I know you want to increase the rent, and I know the economic situation, but at the same time, we are your tenants. We are good tenants. We pay our rent on time. We don't come with any drama. The place is as quiet, and we keep the place nicely. So it's too much for us. And if you increase the rent, you're going to drive us to go somewhere else, and then you might get another tenant that is not as cooperative as us. And you sit down and you think about it and say, okay, then I'll increase it by $100. And I say, I don't have a problem with the increase of $100, And the rest of the tenants said they don't have a problem either. But he said, next year, we'll have to increase it. I said, I don't have a problem with that either, right? But at least it give us time to think and not to just throw on the increase on us just like that. And we agreed on it. But I had my stipulations. And I said to him, the bathroom needs to be fixed. And the maintenance of the grounds is not up to standard. And you need to do that. And then you will get your increase because you have not done anything on the place to increase the rent. And Lord, I live out. I live where I work. So I have my apartment that I come to at times, And I just I left and I went to work, and I was at work. I went to Jamaica. I vacationed in Jamaica, and I come back. And before I paid him, I wrote him a letter. And that is what I learned by watching all these cases. You need to put things in writing, not word them out or you text it. So I wrote him a letter, and I wrote him the check for the amount that I usually pay. And I wrote on the check, balance $100. And I wrote him a note, and I said, all these things that I ask you to do, I will pay you the extra $100, but you need to do these. And I'm going to keep this $100 and pay you retroactively as soon as these things are done. And I said, we need a security light at the gate, and you need the grounds to be clean. You need to fix my bathroom, which need fixing. The tile need changing and what have you. And he read it. He cashed his check for the month, right? So when I came in now over the weekend to do my thing, and I walk in, and there was a security light at the gate, right? And the grounds was partially clean, but he did something. So I go in and I write him a check now for the $100. And I said, my bathroom is not yet fixed, but I'm going to pay you the increase for the next 6 months. And by that time, my bathroom should be fixed. And he said, okay. And I'm saying this to say that the power of the tongue, right? The power of speaking. You need to speak for what you want, and you need to speak things into being, right? And you don't just get up and assume, say this is going to happen, that is going to happen. No, it doesn't work that way. So, peeps, I'm just saying this to tell you, because I'm here in America for 5 years, and I spent some of the time, most of the time, in Maryland. Maryland is too cold for me. Maryland is not where I want to be. I came down in Florida 2019, November 2019, right? And it wasn't easy in the beginning, but I did it, and I thank my brother. My brother had encouraged me to do a lot of things, and he had helped me, right? Yeah, I helped myself, and I went out, and I got my diploma in HHA, right? And I got myself a car, because without it you can succeed, but it is slower, right? You can get better jobs when you have a moving vehicle, because you can't go anywhere. And furthermore, I register in 2 counties, right? And my thing, and my thought, and my philosophy in life, right? You don't have to work hard to achieve anything. All you have to do is to work smart, right? I am a smart worker, and I think strategically. I do things. I think things out before I do it. I am like months ahead of the things that I do, because I start speaking them into being. And I speak and I speak and I speak until the opportunity comes around. And the opportunity, I keep it alive. I keep my thoughts alive, and I keep what I want to do alive, right? And I when I went to Jamaica in May of 2021, I said I am going to buy a car and leave it down there. Because when I come to Jamaica, I am not going to rent a car. I'm not begging anybody any drive whatsoever. Right? And I work and I save towards it. Right? If I work $1,000, I put on $500. Right? And I don't buy a lot of clothes. I don't buy name brand. Right? I just buy clothes and buy shoes around it. Right? And it look like me have money, but me not have money. But me know how to cut and care. Cause a long time me a coming now. A long time me a come and I was telling a lady the other day how when my daughter was going to school and me I don't have any money to buy no uniform for she change her blouse every day, and she have one of the blouse she got Portmore primary, right? And she have one tunic and 5 blouse. And the material let me make the 5 blouse. I cut them halfway, cut the blouse, that's the collar and the sleeve show like it's a uniform blouse. Right? Nobody know what is underneath there. Nobody knew what was on it, but it looked like she have a uniform, because I said, why you go to make a whole blouse for go way down here, so and it's being wasted. And that's what I did. Right? That's what I did. When my daughter was graduated from high school, the shoes that she graduated in, they never have no, it have a hole on the bottom. But she did marching at the graduation line in her gown, same way, and nobody never look under her foot bottom. And when she did graduate, but dash her the shoes, and was able to buy shoes that she could enter college. You understand? So you have to think. You have to think ahead. If I should tell you my life story, I'm going to come on live and I'm going to talk about the things that I have gone through in life, so that people can use this. Use this. I have 3 children. Me could have 10. Me could have 10 picnic. But what? No. The more children you have is more impoverished you become. Believe me, the more children is, because how can you as a single woman have 5 picnic for 5 different men? What is going to happen? And you have them in stages. Nobody can outlive the other. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I am just making this video to say, and I'll do more live. I'm going to do live, and I'm going to speak, and I'm going to speak to persons in Jamaica. I'm going to speak about foster care in Jamaica. Right? I'm going to do that. So this is my first video that I'm making. I don't know how I'm going to post it, but I will seek counsel as I always do. So this is it for you this morning. I'm out.